Hello friends, welcome back. Let's continue the journey of understanding the book summaries of the great books. And today also we are going to see the summary of one of the great book, that is The 5 AM Club by Robin Sharma. We are going to understand this book summary in multiple segments. So let's start with the understanding of why and who must read this book. This book summary is for everyone who wants to become a more creative and productive in their life. This book summary is also for everyone who wants to feel happiness and success in their lives. This book is also important for the people who wants to overcome their laziness and overcome their unhealthy habits. This book is also important for everyone who wants to achieve something great in their life. So in short, this book is for everyone who wants to make their life creative, productive and happy. After understanding why and who must read this book, let's understand the morning routine of world builders. Here we are going to understand two important parts. The first part is about the neuroplasticity, that is, the ability of the human brain to wire and rewire. Neuroplasticity is an interesting concept which talks about human can change their habits by changing their routine. So in other words, we can say by changing the routine, human beings can change their habits and thereby they are having the ability to change their lives. Now here we are going to talk about the important routine that the Robin Sharma is talking about, that is the 5 AM club. Here the routine of early wake up is going to be discussed. Now why it is important to understand the routine of early wake up? Because this is giving us a relief in our busy schedule. No rushing to complete activities on time, and that is also going to improve our focus and giving us a relaxed mind. This is very important for mastering the skills in our lives. These three things all together are called as a flow. That means we are not busy, but we are completing all our activities on time with focus and relaxed mind. Brain uses the complete processing when we have the routine of early wake up. It generates the original ideas, it improves the creativity, energy and productivity many folds. That's why it is recommended that we must do our most important task early in the morning. So this is the one of the common thing in all the world builders. They are having the routine of early wake up. Now after understanding what is the neuroplasticity and how we are going to change our lives by changing our habits and what is the importance of early wake up, let's understand how the habit is getting formed. We are going to see that into the third element of this book, that is habit installation protocol. When we want to set this early wake up as our habit, there are three important segments that we are going to see here. The first is related to commitment, discipline and perseverance. Commitment talks about sticking to the goal until it is getting achieved. Do your best on daily basis. Discipline talks about consistently following a routine to achieve success. And perseverance indicates continuing to try despite of many difficulties. Keep patience and continue your habit. The second topic is about the lifetime habit arc. Now here we can say how the habit is getting formed. There are three elements of it. One is trigger, second one is ritual, and third we are getting the reward. Now let's discuss this lifetime habit arc with our early wake up routine. Trigger, the trigger here is a 5 AM in the clock. As soon as there is a 5 AM in the clock, that is a trigger for us to wake up. Then we need to follow the ritual. This ritual consists of three important steps: exercise, reflection, and study. We are going to see all these elements in very detail when we are going to see this 20-20-20 formula. And the third part is about the reward. When we are going to follow this routine, we will feel creative, energetic and productive. The third part of this habit installation protocol is about the timeline. Now how much timeline it is required to make it as a habit? Generally it is of 66 days. So we need to continue this lifetime habit arc for 66 days to have this as a effortless routine. Now let's go into the detail and understand what is this ritual part. To understand this ritual part, it's very important to understand this 20-20-20 formula. This formula is about the ritual. This is a routine of 1 hour that is divided into three parts. Each part is of 20 minutes. In first 20 minutes, we need to do the exercise. Now the exercise is like you can go to the gym, you can have the walk, run or yoga. During this exercise, please make sure that we are going to consume the more water. This is important to have the effective exercise. Why it is important? Because when we do this 20 minutes of exercise, it is going to release dopamine and serotonin, which is important to improve the metabolism of the body. In next 20 minutes, we are going to focus on the reflection. This talks about the introspection and silence. During these 20 minutes, we can have the gratitude, we can have the pray, or we can also have the scribing practice. These reflections helps us to think over where and what to improve. And into the last 20 minutes of this ritual, we need to study. Now, this study can be related to anything for which you want to gain the knowledge. That can be from the books, course, and podcast. Or there can be any forum from which you can gain the knowledge. This makes us smart and knowledgeable. If you are going to follow this ritual every single day, you can understand here we are going to work on our body, we are going to work on our mind, and we are also gaining the new knowledge. Thereby, we are continuously growing into our life. This 20-20-20 formula talks about the important ritual. Now, when we are going to follow this ritual, please do not forget the importance of sleep. That's why the next topic in this book summary is the essentialness of sleep. Let's understand that in two parts to make it easy. The first one is complete your sleep to wake up on time. The routine which is mentioned into this book summary, and I also found that is very important, that we can take your dinner between this time 7 to 8 pm. 8 pm to 9 pm you can practice your habits and you can have some family time. At 9 pm onwards you can go to the sleep. There is a maximum growth hormones are getting released. This is very important to regenerate the body, and that is happening while only we sleep. That's why it is recommended that we must sleep around the 10 pm. The second part is about understanding the sleep. There are 3 cycles of sleep. The first one is a deep sleep, second one is alert stage, and third one is a dreaming stage. Each of these stages is of 90 minutes followed by one another. So the complete cycle talks about the 270 minutes that is required to complete our sleep. For the perfect sleep, we need to complete these cycles 2 times. Ideal cycle for sleep will be 2 cycles, that is from 9:30 pm to 5 am. When we complete our sleep at 5 am and then we will start our morning routine, then it will giving us a highest energy. After understanding the importance of sleep, now let's go to the next part, which is about various tactics of lifelong genius. Here we are going to see 5 important tactics of the genius that is also going to help us to improve our productivity and creativity. These are the tactics to become a lifelong genius to achieve something great. The first tactic is tight bubble of total focus. You might heard this tactics with respect to Thomas Edison. This tactics talks about schedule a time and block yourself until the task is getting completed. To do the most productive task with focus, energy, willpower, talent and time. So you will be having the committed time for it and you will be continuing that task until that task is getting completed. That is called as a tight bubble of total focus. The second tactic is about the 90-90-1 rule. This tactics talks about invest your 90 minutes for the next 90 days only on the one project or goal. If you are going to do that, you will be the master into that one particular thing. Remember, 90 days, first 90 minutes for the one activity, project or goal. The third tactic is 60 by 10 method. In this tactic, we need to do 60 minutes focused work and after that take a 10 minutes of break. This will help us to relax and generate new ideas. The fourth tactic is about daily 5 concepts. For this tactic, we can use the reflection time from the ritual. Plan 5 small tasks related to your goal and complete them on daily basis. If you are going to do that activity on daily basis, imagine that the number of activities that we are going to complete in a year. And the last tactic is about the 2 wind workout. This talks about the second cycle of the exercise. Do the second wind exercise in the evening. That can be like playing the outdoor games, taking a walk or cycling. You can use any one of these tactics or the combination of these tactics that will help you to become a more active, productive and creative. After understanding all these important tactics of becoming a lifelong genius, let's go to the next topic, which is about twin cycles of elite performance. Here, we are having the routine and we are consistently focusing on how we are going to maintain the world-class performance. We also need to maintain the period of rest. That's why it is called as a twin cycle of elite performance. Focus on the work, also take the rest. To elaborate it in more, you can take the breaks at weekends or as per your goals. That can be like you can visit the places to enjoy the beauty of the nature. You must value your family and friends, spend time with them, and give time to your relationships. So, these topics also helping us to understand, focus on our life, enjoy your life along with our goals. With this important message, now let's move to the last topic of this book summary, which is becomes heroes of their lives. Now, this is inspired by the story of Nelson Mandela. In their stories, we can see there are 7 virtues, and if you are going to work on these 7 virtues, it is helping us to become the heroes of our lives. These 7 virtues are bravery, forgiveness, integrity, understanding, sincerity, politeness, and humility. We can apply each of these virtues per day till it is a part of our habits. So, in short, in this book summary, we are not just talking about the routine of when we wake up at the 5 am, what are the things that we need to do, but how we can utilize our day with the best tactics and best virtues. This is all about the book summary of The 5am Club by Robin Sharma. I am sure you must love it. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you found this summary useful. Thank you for your valuable time and see you in the next video.